Alright, so hello everyone. Yesterday, big news has been revealed by Blizzard about the future of Hearthstone. Came as a little bit of a surprise to a lot of people when they revealed the news, and the first announcement they made was light up in the Year of the Dragon. We are moving forward to the next year, and we are saying bye-bye to the Year of the Raven, and we are going to the Year of the Dragon. So this year, most of the expansions will all have to do a little bit with the Year of the Dragon, with dragons specifically, I think. What it exactly means, we don't know yet, but what we can expect is probably a lot of dragons in the next year coming to Hearthstone. Very excited. I think the dragon period that we had like 1.5 years ago, where there was a lot of Dragon Warrior going on, Dragon Priest, I think it was a very mid-rangey meta. Mid-rangey decks were very popular. Very looking forward to see if we go in the same direction again in that way. So gonna be cool to see what the Year of the Dragon has to give us. Looking further in the announcement, Blizzard decided to also move more cards towards the Hall of Fame. The first cards that are moving to the Hall of Fame here are Naturalize, Doomguard and Divine Favor. All kind of really interesting in a way that they are not really like dominating the meta at all at the moment, these cards. Especially Divine Favor doesn't really see much play. Naturalize is a very interesting card, as it was a card that was not get played for. It was like a card that people were laughing about for 3 years. But now this year it actually became like a very good card. But will also now move to the Hall of Fame and the Doomguard. Naturalize, I think, is more of a design decision that they want to get rid of. With like destroying opponent's cards. Maybe they want to like deny some combo based decks. Like Mechatoon Druid is a good example, Hakar Druid. I can see Naturalize also when Guys rotates out, being maybe a little bit oppressive if there will be a control meta. Naturalize is a great example of a card that really became good in this meta. A lot of cards are holding a lot of decks are holding a lot of cards in their hand. Naturalize, the punishment of giving your opponent 2 cards is not big. Where it used to be a big punishment when you were giving your opponent 2 cards. Divine Favor is a card I am super happy with that it rotates out. I have never been a fan of this card. Every time Aggro Paladin was good, I get super triggered by this card. And I don't get triggered that easy. So I am very happy to see Divine Favor gone. It's really a card that punishes like... It punishes control, but a bit too much, I think, with what it does. So... very happy that Divine Favor is gonna rotate out. And then Doomguard, what is kind of interesting, we're gonna miss the Doomguard top decks now. What that means, hard to say. But what is mainly the goal of the Hall of Fame is that changes are coming. And that there are different, like every class gets a little bit of different tools again. So things don't always feel the same. And I kind of like that concept. I really hope that there will be more demons in a way also coming for Warlock. Always been a fan of the demons, so we'll see what that means. But it's mainly all these cards that are going to the Hall of Fame are going to the Hall of Fame not because they are overpowered, but because of like design philosophy. And then the biggest announcement for me at least, Gen and Baku are rotating out. Gen and Baku have only been there for 1 year, and Blizzard decided to move away from Gen and Baku. I am completely surprised that they did this. I did not expect this. I am super happy they did. Baku and Gen really give, every time you play on ladder and you face either a Baku or a Gen deck, games just feel the same. They really feel the same every time. Gen decks always using their, the Baku decks always using like their hero powers, where like either a lot of value or like just armor up for 4, deal 2 damage. Gen always like in the more token based decks. Very happy to see them gone. I think it was very cool to have them for a time, but I think they really make every game feel a little bit too much the same. And they are also probably a bit too strong, so... very happy to see these gone. Will have a lot of influence on the meta. I was talking about how the meta will look when the rotation will happen. And all Death Knights rotating out. And I was like, okay, then the Gen and Baku decks are what is left. And they are gonna be good. But we're gonna have like a very insane rotation happening now, where and the Death Knights are rotating out, and the Baku decks are rotating out, and the Gen decks are rotating out. What do we have left? Not much. Not much. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what that will mean for any kind of meta. It's definitely gonna be that the expansions are gonna have a lot of influence now. The last 3 expansions, they haven't like had that much cards that are getting played a lot. They were every of the last 3 expansions had just like a hand of cards that were getting played. But soon they're gonna be like more cards that we're gonna play again. So gonna be very interesting to see what decks there will be. There are not many decks that are around now that are gonna be around anymore in April. What also goes away, together with Baku again, are the cards that are in combination with Baku again. So there are only a few, there are 4 cards, but cards that had all to do with like odd and even. The Slug, the Black Cat, the Glitter Moch, and the Muspark Eel. You're very lucky, guys, if you got yourself the Gloom Stack and the Glitter Moch, because I've never really seen these cards getting played. But you get the full amount of dust back, so I really hope you open some of these. They are the big dust winners of the set. And we'll see how that goes. Then next up is also very cool. There will be more PvE content happening in Hearthstone. More something like a dungeon run experience that will be also getting in the game. This will be accessible for either 700 gold or for $20. So it's something that you can like also do with grinding in the game, where you can like buy it for gold. It will probably be a similar approach to like solo adventures, maybe a little bit like the dungeon runs, but there's a lot coming here. We'll still see how that all works out, but a lot of different chapters, a lot of different things they are thinking of also doing during the year. But it's gonna be like pretty cool. I think solo adventures are something that a lot of people are always looking forward to in Hearthstone as well. That is just something different than ladder. I like them at least as well. So, and you get a few rewards on these as well. Golden pack, card packs, and so on. But more PvE content. And a big change as well is towards Arena. Arena is moving from just like the format with like a specific amount of like sets and cards to a more rotation format. Every arena will have like a 2-month rotation where there will be for 2 months a similar amount, or like there will be an amount of pools in the arena that you can play from, but then it is moving to twice every expansion to keep the things fresh. So it will have a little bit of a rotation between different expansions over the year. And so you will have old expansions going back in the arena again. Whispers of the Old God, Curse of Naxxramas, Mainstream of Gadgetzan is what they are starting with. And so on, they will keep rotating a lot of the old expansions in arena. What I think is very cool. I really like this. I actually really hope something like this is also gonna happen maybe in Standard, where we have like access to the older expansions again. So, and Naxxramas, the guys, it is out again. It is gonna go back in the game. A little bit more news here all around the Fireside Gathering. A few more updates as well. Rerolling Legendary Quest. If you have like a quest that you're like, oh man, this takes forever, I don't want to do it, you can just move it away and get a normal quest. I had it sometimes that I had like, I don't want to play 10 dungeon runs, can I please remove this quest? I like this update. For a lot of people, it's probably like, it doesn't really matter to me. Another cool thing, random card pack option, just kind of cool. You can generate the random card pack option, and every game you play with a different card pack. So kind of cool tool that gets integrated here as well. We got a smarter deck builder, guys. They are updating the deck builder to become smarter. So the technology is there as well. And more ways to grind towards the golden, to grind to your golden hero. Winning a game in Arena will now count towards the win of your hero you choose to play. So also Arena is like moving up your wins for your golden portrait. And these are also counting for that. That was it for the news. Big update that kind of came out of a little bit of a surprise just before the rotation. So not only rotation happening in a month, but a lot more is happening in a month. I am very happy to see. that Blizzard is taking an approach where they are not that scared of making big changes. Rotating out Baku and Gen just a year before isn't super big change. I'm really happy to see that they are not that scared of like doing big changes. I hope that is not a one-time thing, but really hope that this is like a thing they want to do like for continuous in the future. And I am very excited about it. I am very looking forward to it. I already was very looking forward to the rotation, but definitely now with more changes, I think it is gonna really make the game very fresh again. And I really, really hope that the new expansion will also be good. I am very looking forward to what is waiting for us in that. Wanna give you a little bit my thoughts here on all these news, and we'll definitely keep that updated on it as well.